Hello and welcome to our talk on intervention study design in mobile research. I'm Yuan Li, and this is Zhang. First, let's start with the challenge that we were facing. Google was developing a new feature. For confidentiality reasons, we can't disclose what the feature is. But there were many things we wanted to learn about this feature before we devote even more resources into this feature. We wanted to know, will users adopt this feature? Will users actively use this feature? What is the user mental model for this feature? And how does the mental model and their behaviors change over time? We also wanted to know how this feature compares against a competitor's feature. These are challenging questions, and we look towards other areas, other domains for inspiration to answer these questions. To assess whether users are likely to adopt this feature, we employed an ABA design. So this design is used in clinical research often to measure the strength of an intervention. For our case, the intervention is the presence of the new feature. We measure user experience at 3 time points: baseline, feature is absent; intervention, feature is present; and extinction, the feature is taken away. This method even allows us to assess if users will miss the intervention, miss our feature after it's taken away. Our timeline: baseline, week 1, feature is off; phase 2, feature is on; phase 3, feature is off. And we had 4 time points where we interviewed users on their experience, and users had diary and surveys throughout the entire process. In tandem, we also used another design. To assess how our feature compares against our competitor's feature, we employed an ABBA study design. This is also used in clinical research to compare treatments. So half the participants experience feature A, then followed by B, whereas the other experiences it in reverse. So this allows all participants to experience both A and B in a counterbalanced order. So you can see there's an AB group and a BA group. Week 1 to 2.5 is their first impression. So AB group gets the new feature, and then in phase 2, they get the OEM feature. Whereas BA, they start with the OEM feature, and then they switch to our feature. And also, we have 4 time points where we interview participants, and throughout they have surveys and diary entries. The takeaways that we got from our research is that for our feature, we actually learned that users are more satisfied during the intervention phase compared to baseline and extinction phases. They're more satisfied with their phone's experience. Also, many users miss the feature after it was taken away. That's a very strong indicator of the value that this feature brings to users. It added value when they're using it, and they miss it when it's taken away. We also learned that our feature compares similarly to our competitor's product, and we identified many areas of improvement as well. The implications for these methods of research is that it can be very useful for studying smartphone features. It doesn't have to be limited to clinical research. It can really answer the question of how strong a feature's effect is on user experience. So for example, if you're testing a new smartphone launcher or a new app, does it improve user experience? Do users miss it when it's taken away? How do the user's mental model and behavior change over time? Thank you for listening to our presentation.